Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signar, and there have been rumors swirling that Ryan Reynolds could show up as Green Lantern in Zack Snyder's Justice League. I've seen this online. Garza, who I speak to regularly, keeps trying to put this out there. And look, it would be fun. It seems impossible, though. And then I even went to some sources I know, and they said, no, he hasn't shot anything as Green Lantern. Now, look, Green Lantern was a pretty dumb movie, but I didn't hate Ryan Reynolds, to be clear. I hated the suit. I thought everything looked too CGI. But, you know, it just was a case of a bad movie, I think, more than a bad performance. So this idea that Ryan Reynolds could come back as Green Lantern, it's not going to happen, guys. I'm not playing Hawkman in Black Adam, although I genuinely do whatever the hell Rock says. I would, however, love to be in Zack Snyder's Justice League movie, and I've heard I may already be in it. Hashtag Snyder Cut. This goes and proves that anything is possible. Anything is, in fact, possible. I went back to my sources who said he's definitely not in the movie, but I guess he could be if he wants to be. This is now the news that we have. This has been a rumor that's been swirling. People have been trying to make this a thing. And look, I have experience with making a thing with Ryan Reynolds. We were so lucky to have him show up for the Honest trailer for Deadpool. Only reason it happened is because our fans kept tweeting at him, kept suggesting it. And he reached out privately and said, hey, what's the deal with all this? And then he got it. And he so pays attention to the online swells. He follows it. He loves to get involved, interject, poke here and there. To me, though, knowing how he sort of reacts to these things, this tweet confirms that he's not in it. He's not in Justice League, but he's clearly putting out a public, bat signal, a Green Lantern signal, saying that he's open to it. So could this be the opportunity Zack sort of wanted to sort of put it out there? It's weird because I feel like if this had been a twist that was already in the works, that Zack and Ryan had been speaking and that this was going to happen, I think Ryan would have kept his mouth shut and kept the rumor swirling or been a little bit more vague. But to plain that come out and say, I would, however, love to be in Zack Snyder's Justice League movie, and I've heard I may already be in it, to me, this is a call to, I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about, but I'm open. Tell me more. This is how I read this. There was also rumors swirling that he was going to play Hawkman in Black Adam, but I heard that's not true. I'm trying to get a scoop on who that is going to be. A lot of people are out there trying to find that scoop first. I've heard some names, but I'm not allowed to say yet because I want to confirm the names before I throw them out there, as are other reporters. But it's rumored that The Rock is going to announce the full Black Adam cast at Fandom. Hopefully, we'll see if we can break that before they do. I know a lot of scoopsters out there are trying to be the first to sort of announce the cast list. But if you haven't actually already seen my breakdown, you could actually learn about all the characters and the plot of Black Adam here, which we did break months and months and months ago. Others trying to claim that they broke it. No, we broke the whole story, not just some guesses, but the whole story over there. But this idea of Ryan Reynolds coming back to play Green Lantern, it's kind of crazy. And I don't hate it. Is that weird of me? I don't hate it. Look, the suit is silly. This stupid CGI mask thing and the overly blue eyes, it looked awful. But I like him. He's always likable. And I think it was, was he a little too jokey? Yes, he could have toned it down a bit. But I think that was it was a script problem. It wasn't a Ryan Reynolds problem in my mind. So if he could come back and get an opportunity to play Hal Jordan in a cameo in Zack Snyder's Justice League, what a fun way to sort of wrap it all up, still be out there in the universe and have something if you want to, and sort of come full circle to it. Because if you don't recall, last time we saw, that would be so cool. Look at this. Last time we saw Green Lantern was here when Ryan Reynolds was writing the script, and then blammo, shot in the head by Deadpool himself, killing Mr. Ryan Reynolds. You're welcome, Canada. So that's the last time we saw him. But where could we see him? Well, if you remember, in Joss Whedon's Justice League, I think they should rename it. They should rename it Joss Whedon's Justice League. I'm sure Joss would love that. You think so? Joss Whedon's Justice League had these moments, right, where the rings were there. Folks from other worlds came to defend the Atlanteans, and that was part of the plot. There was another one where this character dies, trying to not... there it is. Where the ring is then passed up, and after this character dies, the ring flies around. Anyway, the point being, there was clearly a war scene that they shot with Green Lanterns flying around helping. Why couldn't you just CGI Ryan Reynolds? You need his permission. They own the character. They would need his permission to be in it. They could do a CGI Green Lantern. They could create him. From what I heard, they're not allowed to shoot new things, only create new effects with the cast. But apparently they weren't allowed to do reshoots with the cast because that would make it another movie, and therefore I think they'd have to pay them a lot more. But could Green Lantern could Ryan Reynolds show up on a green screen for a couple hours to shoot something funny? He could if he wants to. It's different. I don't know the rules of what Zack's allowed to do, or I would imagine some of that cast, Momoa and Ray Fisher, would show up in a heartbeat to add more. But I heard it's just ADR. They're only allowed to do ADR scenes, which is audio, like dialogue, audio-wise, not actual go reshoots in costume. Which would be a lot more complicated from a contractual standpoint. But, this whole scene is CGI. So could they, and I forgot, to be honest, because when, Snyder sent out that scene of Darkseid, I forgot, that was already, we already saw that. That was the Steppenwolf scene. That was terrible. And that's why I forgot about it. But when he sort of sent the new clip out with Darkseid standing there instead of Steppenwolf, I forget how much they just sort of redid. But that whole scene, anyway, I can't find it here, but you guys know what I'm talking about. This whole scene here where he shows up on the planet is the scene he's already shown. Now, granted, I know Zack didn't make this. Like this version, where I don't know why it's so hard. I can't play it, and then they'll think there it is. This shot right here is what he sort of showed as sort of, let's show Darkseid, but they clearly took Darkseid out and put Steppenwolf in instead. But this whole cover, I remember when this released, I was like, ooh, look, and I just forgot because I blocked Justice League out of my memory. I didn't pay attention to it that much. So it'll be interesting to see sort of watching Zack's cut and then go back to Joss's cut to see sort of how things changed. Anyway, I digress. This idea of him joining the team, I mean, come on, that looks fun. This was always missing a little green, let's be honest. That lineup was always missing a little green. Now, granted, this is the Joss Whedon, Warner Brothers up the saturation, which I like. I'm sorry. I like color, especially with my Justice League character. Let Batman be the dark, one. But man, look at that color. Look at that. Look at that. It looks cool. That looks awesome. I would be into that. We're not going to see that. There's no way we're going to see like huge amounts of scenes of that. But could Ryan make a cameo as Green Lantern? Seems likely now. Seems very likely. Could he be inserted in sort of one of those flashback scenes? The timeline's a little confusing, but why not? Why not? I say go for it. I say let's put Hal Jordan, Green Lantern, Ryan Reynolds in this to really make it all just come together and have a nice little fun Easter egg. I'm all for it. What do you guys think? Is this ridiculous? Is this blasphemy? I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think Ryan Reynolds is just trolling Snyder fans? I don't think so. I think he genuinely is. He's a nice Canadian guy. He's nice to everybody. I think he genuinely probably loves, respects Zack, sees a lot of fan swell around this and says, yeah, why not? Cool, let's do it. He knows how to jump from trend to trend and do it without a way that seems disingenuous. So I could see him genuinely want to do this. And if the timing could work out and it's something easy and fun, he can sort of say, yeah, let's do it. I'm sure he would do it. And in that case, I say, let's do it. So the surprise now sort of seemingly spoiled a bit. It would have been even fresher to see nothing come out from Ryan until he was in the movie. But I hope if this is true and he does make this cameo, we all just shut up, leave it speculation, and then let's not confirm until you see him in that movie, because that would be a very fun little surprise Easter egg. What do you guys think? Tell me down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Tonight's Tuesday night. We'll be live with Jody, so make sure to stay tuned. If you got a comment or question or debate you want us to handle on Change Our Minds tonight, hit me up on social media. There's still time. Otherwise, be sure to subscribe and check out all this other content in the meanwhile. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.